Good day and welcome to Medley School's tutorials. Today in our English studies, we shall be looking at formal letters. At the end of today's lesson, the students will be able to explain what formal letters are and be able to explain how to write a formal letter. Formal letters are letters we write to persons that are not related to us. That is, not our close relations, or letters we write to organizations. Let's look at what we have on the board today. Formal letters are those letters we write for employment, business purpose, government offices, or to private offices. When writing a formal letter, you are not expected to write as if you are writing an informal letter. In writing a formal letter, you are not expected to go private or personal, explaining personal affairs, or seek undue familiarization. Your letter should be brief and straight to the point. You don't have to do long greetings and asking how are you and all of that. Just go straight to the point. It is always straight to the point and is usually brief. Formal letters go straight to the point and they are usually brief. Let us look at some of the guidelines that will help you when you want to write a formal letter. Number one, there we have, you write your address on the top right-hand corner of the paper with which you are writing the letter with correct punctuations. If the paper you're using already has a letter head, you do not need to repeat your address. Your address is already on the letter head. If you are writing a letter, a formal letter, with a paper that already has an address, that is a letterhead showing the name, your name, or the name of your organization, it will normally have the address. You don't need to repeat the address on the paper. But when you are writing with just a plain sheet of paper, remember, your own address will be on the top right-hand corner of the paper you are writing with, and your correct punctuations will be there. Number two, after writing your address, below your address, you write the date the date on which you are writing the letter below your own address. Number three, for a formal letter, you write the address of the recipient on the left-hand side of your paper, giving a line gap between your address and your date, and then you write the address of the recipient on the left-hand side of the paper. Number four, in a polite way, you greet your recipients using the next line. You can write, "Dear sir," or "Dear madam." You have to be very formal. Number five, for a formal letter, there is usually a purpose. The purpose of that your letter will be written as a heading immediately after the greeting. For example, application for the post of a teacher. Application for the post of a teacher. Note this application the way it is written. You can see the first letter, application, A, is in capital letter. F under 4 is in capital letter. The T is in capital letter. The P is in capital letter. The F and A is in small letters, and then the teacher is, the first letter of teacher is in capital letter. So application for the post of a teacher. When you write it like this, that is, the the first letter of each of the main words being in capital letter, you must underline that heading. You must underline it. But when all the words under the purpose of your writing is in capital letter, as you have it here, application for the post of a teacher, you don't need to underline it. After that, you go straight to the point of your letter, the purpose of your letter. You go straight to talk about it. And after that, at the end of the letter, you end it with, on a separate line, yours faithfully. When you finish writing your letter, you write yours faithfully to close it. After yours faithfully, you append your signature under yours faithfully. After your signature, under your signature, ensure that you write your name in full. Write your name in full. And after doing that, you see that you have clearly and formally written a letter that will be acceptable to any organization that it goes to. Remember, formal letters are letters we write to persons that are not related to us, such as employment letter, business letter, or government, or letters we write to government offices. And in doing it, remember, you must be as formal as possible. That is, you will not go private, you will not start asking for unnecessary things, familiarizing yourself with the person. You don't need it in a formal letter. You go straight to the main point and be brief. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.